the cold truth is that Americans don't care about this. How do I know that? TV ratings, they're always the indicator. So yesterday, Wednesday, all hell broke loose about McCarthy not being able to secure the Speaker of the House position. You would think that at night people would go to the cable news networks to watch. They didn't. There was a little slight bump up, but not much. Now, if you go out, most people don't even know who Kevin McCarthy is. They never heard of him. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So why? Why? Because this is important. I mean, whoever runs the House of Representatives, as Nancy Pelosi well demonstrated, has an enormous amount of power, probably the second most powerful person in the country next to the president. So this is big, right? Who's going to be the next speaker? Americans don't know. Kevin McCarthy. Do your own survey. I mean, the next 5 people you talk to, ask them, well, what do you think about Kevin McCarthy? That's the question. What do you think about Kevin McCarthy? I guarantee 4 out of 5 not going to know what you're talking about, unless you're in really elite circles. Now, if you watch and listen to the No Spin News, as you are right now, that shows you know and you care. But your co-citizens don't. Why? Why don't they? Number one, politics is not generally fun. It's not fun. So fun is right here. Right here. Everybody's got fun in their hand now. Because you can play games here. You can go places. You know what it is. You know what it is. Okay? So if something's not fun and you have something in your hand that can get fun right to you immediately, what do you think you're going to do? And people get addicted. So every spare moment, and you see it walking down the street, eating meals, or they can't stop. And so that the other things that are important but not fun go by the wayside. Number 2, the fun machines have shortened attention spans. So you're going to watch and listen to me for 42 minutes. Most Americans, many Americans can't do that. They can't sit and watch anything unless stuff is blowing up or it's porn or something like that for 42 minutes. But information programming, flow of information, there's no way. The concentration spans are so short. It's why book reading and book sales in America are declining. The people can't sit there with the book because they're too Google-fied. They're used to seeing things that take 3 or 4 minutes to read. A 300, 400-page book, I can't do that. And that's ruining the whole publishing business. Poor education. So most people don't know what the House of Representatives is or the Senate. And they heard of it, but what the interaction is and how laws are passed and how legislation is introduced, and I have no idea because they're not taught it. They're not taught it in school. When I was teaching high school way back in the 70s, okay, those kids came into me and it was a blank slate. They knew nothing. And I was teaching seniors and juniors in high school. I didn't know anything, okay? Because, in grammar school, it's not emphasized. And the teachers teaching the kids, a lot of times they don't know. Explain the 3 branches of government, Miss Swanson. Okay. And then, folks, many of us are just exhausted. We don't have time for Kevin McCarthy's 8 failed votes. If you have to make a living and then you come home to urchins who need your attention and nurturing, you're exhausted. You are. And then to kind of branch off into complicated political machinations, you don't want to do that. You want to watch the game or some dopey reality show. You want to lose yourself and look, I just need a little relief. I don't want to look at Kevin McCarthy and guys, who hate him. And that is an excuse, but it's a valid excuse.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.